Hey Simmers, it's Mocha Sims here, and this is my tutorial on the Vacationer's Guide to the Outdoors quest. So this quest unlocks at level 11. It unlocks the gate to the campground, and it has a time limit of 7 days, and if you complete it within that time limit, you will get sleeping bags to put in your Sims homes. So if you are on the right level and you can't start this quest, it is probably because you are doing another discovery quest at the moment and you need to finish that quest to start this one. So first you'd have to build the campground, and as you can see I've built the campground, and now you can tap on the pulsing button and then the quest is going to pop up. Vacationer's Guide to the Outdoors. The Deer Spring Falls campground is filled with exciting outdoor activities. An awesome canoe, creepy campfire stories, and roasted marshmallows await. Visit the campgrounds now to gain access to its wonders. Call a sim to the campgrounds. Deer Spring Falls is open. Your sims have been distracting themselves by packing sunscreen, bug spray, and hiking boots, but what they really want is a canoe and roasted marshmallows. Send a sim to the campgrounds for a taste of the great outdoors. So let's go to the campgrounds. Let's call over Andre Sims. Introduce yourself to the ranger. The gate is closed and there's trash everywhere. What about campfire stories and picnics under the stars? Someone needs to fix this mess. Maybe the grumpy looking ranger guy is working on something. Introduce yourself to the ranger and find out what's going on. So let's have Andre right here introduce himself for 1 minute. Offer to help the ranger. The ranger's name is Clay, and he closed the campgrounds until the city dwellers who keep littering the premises are caught. He almost growled while saying that. Yikes. Offer to help Clay. He sounds like he's at the end of his rope. So, offer help for 5 minutes. Clean up the garbage. Was that an almost smile? Clay isn't a positive guy, huh? He accepted your Sim's help, so maybe if they make good on their offer, Clay will be more friendly. Clean up the garbage bag next to the garbage bin. Clean up for 4 hours and 30 minutes. Clean the garbage bin. Much better. The garbage bin is still overflowing with trash though. The car park would look a lot better if it was cleaned up. Clean up the garbage bin next to the gate of the campgrounds. Clear trash for 6 hours and 30 minutes. Discuss clues with Clay. Your sim moved the last bag aside and lo and behold, footprints. Could this be a clue to find the littering hooligans? Discuss this new clue with Clay. Maybe he'll share his investigations with you. So Clay's right here, and discuss clues for 5 minutes. Solve the ranger's puzzle. Clay glanced at the footprints and he thinks whoever came into the parking lot had a snack near the sign. What did they eat though? That could be a clue to find out who they are. Tap on the hot spots to search for clues. Once you've found what was eaten, tap on Clay to choose an answer. So let's search for clues for 5 minutes. And I'm gonna call over Nick and have him search for clues. I think you can have more than one sim searching, but I only have 2 sims available right now. Chewed plants are strewn across the packed dirt. Ew, there's a smelly fish here. It's untouched, no surprise there. So let's we can search for more clues. That will take 5 minutes again. Or we can tap on clay right here. And we can choose one of these. So he didn't eat fish. I think it's plants. So let's go with plants. And that'll take 5 hours and 30 minutes. So we've solved the puzzle. Investigate the footprints. That's it. Someone ate a lot of plants. Wait, it wasn't a salad. It was random foliage. That doesn't sound like a Sim snack. Something's amiss. Investigate the footprint near the campground's gate. So there's footprints right here. Let's investigate for 11 hours and 30 minutes. And they look like animal footprints. Ask Clay about the footprints. These are definitely not shoe prints. Your Sim doesn't know what kind of animal makes prints like these, but Clay should recognize them. Ask Clay if he can identify the footprints. And let's find Clay. Where did Clay go? I can't find him. So we found Clay right here. Ask about footprints for 1 minute. Research wildlife book. Clay grumbled something about the footprints being a trick from clever city dwellers. He won't change his mind, but your Sim doesn't believe other Sims are responsible. They will have to continue the investigation without Clay. Research the footprints in a wildlife book. So let's send him home. Let's find a bookshelf. There's one right here. And wildlife book for 1 day. Investigate the trash at home. Bingo, the footprints were made by a deer. Bang, your Sim jumps. Something knocked over their garbage bin. Investigate the garbage in front of your Sim's house. Note, if the trash can isn't knocked over, tap on it and select knock over to get the trash out. So the trash can is already knocked over, so let's investigate for 5 minutes. Go to the park. Something licked the empty jar of peanut butter. First plants and now nuts with more deer footprints. Your Sim is sure there's a cheeky deer loose in Simtown. It probably doesn't mean to cause trouble. Send a Sim to the park to follow the new deer tracks. So let's go to the park. Edward is at the park, so let's go to him. And let's examine footprints. Whoa, there may not be any deer in sight, but their prints are everywhere. Examine the footprints to see where they lead. Maybe your Sim can catch up with the deer. So let's call over Andre's Sims and investigate for 12 hours and 30 minutes. Ask Clay for help. Your Sim is going in circles. There are too many prints for any untrained eye to follow. Luckily, Ranger Clay showed up. He must have decided to follow your Sim's lead. Ask Clay for help tracking the deer. So Clay should be in the park. He's right here by the duck pond. Let's ask for help for 5 minutes. Watch World of Wonders. Clay will need some time to examine the tracks. In the meantime, your Sim should learn more about nature and deer. That could come in handy later. Return home and watch World of Wonders on TV. So let's send Andre home. There should be a TV right here. Let's World of Wonders for 19 hours. Go to the park. What a great series. They're head full of knowledge. Your sim is ready to check back on Clay. He should be done examining the deer tracks. Send a sim to the park to continue their investigation. I think Edward should be at the park. Let's call over. Solve the tracking puzzle. Clay has isolated the more recent tracks and is standing where they end. Starting from where Clay is standing, the deer walked as far forward as it could in the direction Clay is facing until it hit an object. What's the object? Tell Clay the answer or ask him to solve the puzzle for you. So let's call over Andre, and barbecue is the answer. That's gonna take 4 hours and 30 minutes. Search the barbecue. Congrats, you've passed Clay's test again. His small smile seems to indicate he's warming up to you. Search a barbecue in the park for more clues about the deer. Let's search for clues for 4 minutes. Sleep through alarm. Someone grilled pineapple and the deer ate half of it. First plants, then nuts, and now fruit. Are these clues important? Could they help your sim get ahead of these devious stews? Sleep through alarm at home to get some ideas. So you can start this task early before you get the actual task. So I have my sim already sleeping through alarm. So to do this, you'd have to have your sim sleep through alarm and do not go to the house before you get the task to sleep through alarm, and then when you get the task you go to the house, and then the task would be complete without waiting that long. Discuss plan with Clay. Eureka! Your sim remembered something from the World of Wonders and thinks they can use plants, fruits, and nuts to find the deer. Send a sim to the campgrounds to discuss their plan with Clay. So let's go to the campground right here and call over Carol Baird, and then we can discuss plan for 15 minutes. Set the bait. The World of Wonders series explained how to use bait to attract animals. If your sim can lure the deer, Clay could bring it to a safe and happy reservation. Can your sim remember which food would make a good bait? Tap the X to set the bait for the deer. So bait with plants, fruits, and nuts. Pet the deer. As soon as your sim finished placing the plants, nuts, and fruits, the deer strolled in the parking lot. What a beautiful animal. Pet the deer so it knows your sim is a friend. So let's go to the deer and pet it. And now the ranger is coming over. Oh, and he's saying no, don't pet the deer. Feed the deer. Wait, Clay says it's too soon to pet the deer. Your sim might scare it away and then they're back to square one. Carefully feed the deer so it knows your sim means it no harm. So let's feed deer for 15 hours and 30 minutes. Pet the deer. The deer calmly ate in your sim's palm and rubbed its nose against their fingers. Your sim thinks that means the deer wants to be petted. Clay nods in approval. Try to pet the deer. So let's pet for 1 minute. Talk to Clay. The deer seems to enjoy being around your sim. Wonderful. Clay's overjoyed. Know that the deer is here. Clay can keep it and the town safe. Talk to Clay and see if there's anything else he needs. So Clay's right here. Anything else? That will take 2 hours and 30 minutes. Accept title. Would your sim consider helping in the cleanup and reopening of Deer Spring Falls? Clay appreciated their help and would name the honorary ranger. Camping, picnics, canoeing, and the ranger title? Of course your sim wants that. Accept your ranger title from Clay. So Clay's right here. Let's accept ranger title for 30 seconds. Congratulations, your sim showed a true love for the wilderness and can now open the gates to the campgrounds. What should they do first? Learn survival skills, have a picnic, open the first front gate and start clearing the area. Congratulations, the sleeping bags are yours for the taking. Camping out under the stars or set up a sleepover in the living room for the kids. So these are the sleeping bags that you get from completing that within the time limit. So the gates for the campgrounds is right there. Open the gate to the picnic area. There you can learn about the natural world and wildlife with the survivalist hobby. So the gate is right here. Picnic area it will take 2 hours and 30 minutes. And open this gate to enter the picnic area. Take in the magnificent view from the lookout or test your skills with the survivalist hobby. So I'm gonna build that and I'm gonna show you guys the survivalist hobby. When you unlock the gate to the campgrounds, you'll have garbage all over the place and you'd have to clean that up to unlock this. And then the storyteller, if you tap on this green unlock button, then the storyteller hobby event will start. So you can, if you don't feel like doing the hobby event at the time, you can just not tap on that green button. But if you do tap on it, then the timer will start immediately. So if we tap on it, it pops up and it has a limited time of 7 days. Complete the survivalist hobby within the time limit to earn a picnic basket for the Deer Springs Falls campground. So if you collect all 12 items and complete the collection, you will have access to the picnic baskets. And if you don't complete it within the time limit, you will still unlock the camping area. So I've gotten all 12 items. Congratulations, you've completed the survivalist hobby. You can now build the suspension bridge, bird feeders, and lookout spot at the Deer Spring Falls campgrounds. Congratulations, you've unlocked the picnic basket. Head to the Deer Spring Falls campgrounds to find your new picnic spot. And then you can start a new collection, and every time you complete a collection, you'll get 3 LPs. So when you first start the event, you can only have one sim do this hobby, and I think after you finish it, which I just did, you can have more than one. So let's try that. So I'll have him do this and then her. I think you can only have just one sim doing it. I don't think you can have more than one. Let's just see. Yep, you can't have more than one. So let's tap on Clay right here. You're proven to be a great park ranger. Rebuild the suspension bridge to reach the main campsite. There you will find the storytelling hobby, tents, canoes, and even a deer meadow. So this right here is the picnic area. Let's call over, I don't know, someone right here, and let's see what that looks like. And I think you can only have 2 Sims do it. Let's call over someone else, and yeah, you can only have 2 Sims have a picnic. And then she's gonna come in and so that's him doing the hobby right here. So you unlock these bird feeders. So if you tap on it, you can build it. And now we can feed birds. So I don't think this is a hobby. Let's check. Yep, it's not a hobby, so you can just have a sim, any sim, just feed birds. Oh, so the birds come on the plate and eat the food. Oh, and they just jump around on her arm. It's really cool. So we can unlock the suspension bridge over here. And also another thing that you get is this lookout area. So let's build that. And let's have her, so you'd have to tap on this sign right here and she can take selfie, test depth or admire view. Let's see, take selfie. And you can test depth. She just looks down. And she can admire view. She just looks over it. So that's really cool interactions. Let's unlock the bridge here. And we can have, you're gonna start with a lot of trash, really like a lot of trash. So like send as many sims as you can. You can only send 10 sims on a lot, so send 10 sims and clean it up. Great, now that the camping area is clear, the Storyteller hobby is available. Tap on the big chair by the campfire to start telling stories. Okay, and let's unlock it. And this is the so the Storyteller event has just started, so it has a limited time of 7 days. Complete the Storyteller hobby within the time limit to earn the campfire pack. So if you collect 12 items and complete a collection, within 7 days you will get a campfire pack to put in your Sims homes. And if you don't complete within that time limit, you'll still have access to build tents, the deer meadow, and the amazing canoe. So we've completed the collection. Congratulations! Tents, deer meadow, and canoe available. You've completed the Storytelling hobby. You can now build tents, the deer meadow, and the canoe at the Deer Spring Falls campgrounds. Congratulations, you completed the Storytelling collection within the time limit and unlocked the campfire pack. Find them in the outdoor decoration section of the home store. So so you have different sets. So you have these are comedy stories, romantic stories, action stories, and then scary stories. So you'd have to complete the comedy stories set to unlock the romantic stories, to be able to, for your sim to tell romantic stories, and then you have to unlock the you have to finish the romantic story set for your sims to unlock to be able to tell action stories, and so on. So let's start a new collection, and then every time you complete a collection you get 3 LPs. So let's tap on clay. The Deer Spring Falls campground is yours to explore, tell stories, go canoeing, or interact with the wildlife. Have you built all of the features yet? So let's build everything and show you. So there's a different color tent. So this is kind of like a green one, red dome tent, a purple dome tent. It costs SPs to build that, and yellow dome tent. So this is how our sims interact. So toss and turn, or yeah, I think they can. Let's see. So he can go in with her, and if so they don't have to be partners to sleep in the same tent, which is really cool. This is how the storyteller hobby looks like, and you can have your sims listen to the story. And they just come and listen to the story. Right here is the deer medal. Let's unlock that. And then now there's just deers right here, and you can interact with the deers. And then right here is the canoe. Let's unlock that. And you can have 2 sims going together. So let's have I think she can wait for partner. Yeah, wait for canoe buddy, and I think, yeah, so it can just be a friend or it can be romantic. And they just paddle out. Really nice interaction. And we can also have it be romantic. So see if we can find her husband. I think they have to be partners to do this, or And you can also have your Sims fish here, so let's have her go fishing. I think we've covered everything in here. So let's look at the prices that we got. So the campfire pack that you got from completing the Storyteller hobby within the time limit, you just get a campfire right here. It's really big, can't really fit in my Sim's house, but basically if you put it in your house, your Sims can roast marshmallows or just yeah, and I think 6 Sims is the max, or 8 Sims I think is the max that can sit on that. So this is how it looks. It looks like you can have 8 people use this. So some are just roasting marshmallows, some are just warming up. And that is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like this video, comment down below, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video.